International Raceway again, and we actually, the last time we had the Mustang here last week, we had some issues where, you look grumpy. We had some issues where the car was actually running out of fuel. So it was maxing out the injectors and maxing out the fuel pump. So I have two Bosch 044 pumps in this thing and a set of Snake Eater 1500s. And the last pass I made, it was starting to walk lean. Not like super bad, but my target is like an 1150 and it was walking up to like 11.9. So it definitely, and the injector duty cycle was like 200%. It was trying to correct and it could not correct enough. So obviously I didn't have time to change the injectors or the fuel pumps. And it's probably the last track day of the year. So what I did is we actually just took 2 gallons of 110 octane and we poured it in, mixed it with the E85. So it'll actually bring the percentage of fuel needed for the motor down. So it'll make our injectors and the fuel pumps go farther. So that's the goal. Also last week when we were here, I kept throwing some more power at the thing on the line, and I have yet to spin the tires. So hopefully the track is as good this week as it was last week. Hopefully better. It's a little bit warmer out. It's like perfect temperature. We're just gonna send it. So I raised the launch up a little bit, considering it didn't spin last week. We're gonna try it. Not really changing anything else other than putting a little bit of 110 fuel in there in the fuel cell, and hopefully Holly corrects enough. Or at least gives us enough data to clean it up for the next pass. So it might be a little rich this pass, but it's better to be rich than walking lean. So. Goddamn evil. Just working, guys. nervous today because my dad's watching. My dad came to the track today, so I hope I make him proud. I think I short shifted it too. I was like really jittery at the starting line for some reason. But it left good, I know that. Alright guys, so first pass of the Mustang went pretty good. Obviously it was a little rich, and the fuel was trying to compensate because I put 2 gallons of 110 octane mixed in with the E85, and now my duty cycle is down to 65%. So we definitely have a lot more fuel to use now, but we're still kind of limited on the map sensor size and everything like that. And I think it might have went a little slower because it was actually dipping into the 10s air fuel trying to correct. So I smoothed out the fuel table a little bit, and I gave it some more launch RPM. So that pass went 138.60 foot, leaving on about 7 pounds of boost. It actually left on about 7.8 pounds here on the log. But yeah, so we're gonna go out there, try it again, and I'm going to give it some more leave RPM. So it launched on about 4,000 RPM that time, and I'm raising it to 4,200, and just gonna let it eat, and hopefully it sticks. So that telephone pole is why we can't make a second pass. Somebody hit the telephone pole or something here. Geriatric fuck. Or they backed into a guide wire and it ended up tipping this telephone pole over, which ended up yanking this really long wire that's all sitting on the ground here. That's a really long wire that attaches to a pole way over there, which you can't really see because it's dark. So obviously live big power wire that yanked out of a pole was laying over here on the return road. So they canceled the event because they have to fix the wiring. So kind of a shitty deal. So track was pretty good tonight, but what do? Hopefully we get to actually race one more time this year. Next week's not looking too hot because literally it's supposed to be 50 degrees for a high next week when they're scheduled for their actual last race. So we'll see. All right, day 2. We are back at the racetrack, and last night got cut off short. As you guys could see in the last clip, somebody hit the telephone pole, or the telephone pole came down, and they got it fixed today. We came back up. Today's Saturday. Normally we just come on Friday nights because Saturdays is all race car stuff. So we'll show you some stuff today. Hopefully get the car down the track. The goal is still go 1,260 foot. That's my goal. We put more in it, and then the track got shut down. So I'm gonna leave that same tune in it. We're gonna go back out and try it again. And Ryan is also back with me today. And he also brought the Ranger to try to bust into the 10s and go personal best in the truck. That track's gonna be really good after all these cars run. All big hot rod slick cars. Ryan, if you guys don't follow him, he did switch the truck from, he had a single turbo and then he went to triple turbos, and now he has twin turbos. And these are the mirror image 6266s, I think, from Varen. And yeah, I helped Ryan get these turbos, and yeah, if you guys need BS Racing turbos, feel free to hit me up. Get you a good deal on them. first pass that we made, I guess they didn't prep the track yet. They were just kind of running some timed runs, qualifying runs, and I kind of snuck up there, and they said that the track is prepped now. I tightened up the rear suspension a smidge, just one click, and I lowered the two-step 100 RPM, and I'm hoping it'll stick this time. Was definitely on the edge of traction. I hope that was the best. Felt good going down through. It felt okay, but the 60 foot was shit. 143. All right, guys, so we made it back to the shop. It actually, the rest of the day got rained out at the track, so we went Friday. Everything was good. We got one pass in that was decent, but the Holly was still kind of learning a little bit. I threw a guess tune-up in it, and it was a little bit off, so it was dipping rich and coming back and stuff, so it was a little bit down last night just because of that. So I got the tune-up kind of squared away and was gonna try it again, and then the power line went down at the track, so we had to pack it up, and I said screw it, I'm gonna go back again today. And we went back. I got one clean pass in. One of the passes it spun because I tried to throw a ton of power at it on a track that wasn't even prepped yet for the day. They were just, like I said, they were just doing time trial runs for, you know, the first little while. And then the second pass, I turned it down on the leave and it stuck, but I feel like it, I don't know, something wasn't happy with the suspension on that pass, and it only did like a low 1.4 60 foot, which I mean still isn't bad. Another issue that was going on at the track today, it was kind of just a kind of weird weather day today. There was a lot of like you know, it's just really cloudy, a lot of like moisture in the air, and then it started downpouring and we had to leave. But there was also like a 20-mile-an-hour headwind at the track. So I was thinking that might have been why the car was down a little bit a mile per hour. I think it was down like 2 or 3 mile an hour. And I don't know if, you know, having a 20-mile-an-hour headwind would do that on that kind of setup or not. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And then we go to leave the track when it was pouring rain. And my truck I had, because the track was pretty busy, I had to park my truck on a hill with the big enclosed trailer. But when I did that, I broke the receiver on my truck. I mean, I didn't break it, but it ripped out. You can see like here is the bumper like line, and the receiver is supposed to be tucked up in here, and it bent down like that. So when I had the trailer hooked up, the nose or the front of the trailer was like pointed way down, and I'm like, something ain't right here. And I found out that the hitch or the receiver like rusted out on the back of my truck. So I got to get a new receiver, and I'm gonna be welding it to the truck. Just another safety thing, especially pulling such a heavy trailer like I do. It's nice to have just that extra security, have it bolted in and weld it to the frame as well, because I don't ever plan on taking a receiver off again if I replace it. So that's what we're gonna do. Trailer's all good. I didn't mess the trailer up or anything like that, but yeah. So have my buddy Steven, he actually was up at the track and he offered to pull my trailer home for me, so that was awesome of him. Can't thank him enough. And the old Chevstang's just kind of chilling here in the trailer till next time. I mean, I hope we get it next time. It's kind of bittersweet. That's why I was trying to just hustle up and go to the track again today. But like I said, weather wasn't, I mean, it's super windy today, guys. Like, yeah. Luck wasn't really on our side last night or today. Considering last night the power line went out, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but my dad was actually 5 feet, like literally the power line came down, landed right next to him. So that's kind of scary, and it was a live power wire, so they had to cancel the track because, you know, obviously it's a safety thing. But kind of crazy that, you know, landed 5 feet from my dad that was sitting there watching. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna add this at the end of the video here, just because I've been obviously, you know, debating about selling the Chevstang. And if you guys, I mean, I don't think I've really told anybody this yet, but me and the girlfriend actually just got, we got pre-approved for a house, and we actually put an offer in on a house, and it got accepted. So I might be getting a house, and obviously nothing's final until the closing date and we get the keys, but I'm pretty sure that we just bought a house. So that is really exciting. And obviously I was thinking about selling the Chevstang. I posted it a while ago, and the car's just been reliable, high 8-second car. You know, obviously it's been best at 873, and it's got, I think it's got a 50 or a 60 in it with the setup that it's on. But I don't know, like I said, I was thinking about selling it just so I can get some money to obviously move. We have a down payment we have to put down, all that kind of stuff. So I think it might be smart of me to get rid of the Chevstang and really want to build this monster. I want to build a monster out of this thing, guys. And it's just been sitting here collecting dust for a while, and I have a lot of the parts. Like, I need a converter yet and a cam, and I think that's it. And this car is pretty much ready to rip. So there's one more week of track racing yet this year on the schedule, but it's supposed to be really cold next week, so I highly doubt they're gonna race. Usually they don't race if it's colder than 50 degrees, and it's actually scheduled to be colder than 50 degrees next week, so that's another thing that might be issue. So obviously we do want to continue doing projects and stuff like that, and obviously with the new house, if we get it, I'm gonna be kind of busy doing that stuff and whatever, but it does have a 2.5 car garage, so I'd like to maybe just like go back to my roots a little bit and start and maybe build the black car at my new house. I think that'd be a cool little like introduction to my new garage, even though I'll still have the shop. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff I want to talk about with that. Obviously I love having the shop here, and I'm still going to have the shop, but maybe a goal of mine soon would be to not have this payment and a mortgage payment. That'd be kind of cool if I could somehow integrate it all. Yeah, we'll see. I did get a care package as well from Matt Happel that I will be showing you guys soon. Just a couple little things he sent to Ryan, and he included a couple things for me too, so can't thank him enough for that. Probably be coming up in another video soon. And there's a Miata here now. You guys like Miatas? Let me know. Maybe might do something with that thing. We'll see. Still got a couple other projects that we're doing here, but obviously life's been crazy this year, stressful, and I've been busy behind the scenes with a lot of things. But yeah, so anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully we get out racing again yet this year, because I don't have my 1/260 foot yet, and that's what I'm searching for. That's what I've been searching for with the Chev Stang, but it hasn't been there yet. It's like every time we try, something is getting in the way, or they shut the track down early, or you know, something goes wrong. But hopefully soon we'll get it. Yeah. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great night and a better tomorrow, guys. We'll see you later.